Good morning from a very cold Heathrow in summer. Today I'm at Terminal 2 and I'm flying Jetblue to New York. So let's go check it out.
Jetblue used Terminal 2 at Heathrow Airport and have been flying to Heathrow since 2021. They're not always the most competitive price-wise, and the fact of flying a narrow-body transatlantic really does put some people off. The one plus side of the A321 is it does have a few more inches of legroom compared to the larger carriers in the market. Today I would be flying the 8:25 AM flight to New York, which is one of the first departures to New York from Heathrow Airport. Boarding was called right on time and we boarded at around 7:50 in the morning. JetBlue's Airbus A321 LRs feature 22 fully enclosed min suites and 114 seats, including 24 even more space seats. I found the cabin to be very bright and clean, and it was nice to see that JetBlue had taken the care to provide a blanket and an amenity kit to everyone flying in economy.
Want to grab your seat, please? Okay. Have a seat so we can allow others to pass.
At 6 foot tall, I found I had plenty of legroom between my knees and the seat in front. This was quite nice actually, because sometimes I find my knees are pressed up against the seat in front of me.
And go ahead and start building your comfortable meal from Dick. If you choose that you do not want to eat,
I did find during boarding the cruise announcements to still be a little pushy about getting your seat as quickly as possible and ordering your meal before takeoff. I just thought that was a little strange, and they were trying to rush things so they had to do less in the air. JetBlue do prefer that you order your meal from your screen in advance. You're given the choice of selecting a couple of mains and a couple of side dishes to go with your meal throughout the flight. The food varies between breakfast and lunch depending on the time of day you fly.
To release the baton on the buckle. Please keep your seatbelt fastened low and tight across your lap, even when the seatbelt sign is off, and have your seatbelt visible to the crew at all times.
Today we were pushing back a little behind schedule. Today's takeoff was nice and smooth, with a fairly long takeoff roll for an A321. As soon as we reached 10,000 feet, the crew came around and offered a drink service. I went for some coffee today as it was a breakfast flight. Though beer, wine, coffee, water, spirits are all available to everyone in economy completely free of charge. The meal service and options provided by JetBlue are quite innovative, but I did find that each of the bites, and they really were bites, were quite small and not really enough for a 7-hour Atlantic crossing. A little bit disappointing. I did find the fact that JetBlue did offer amenity kit in economy a really nice touch. It had a few good little items in it that helped the flight go a bit quicker. JetBlue offer a multitude of services to keep you entertained during your flight. There's plenty of streaming services to watch, movies, TV shows, and also JetBlue have the feature and ability to offer live TV on your flight, so you can watch as many channels as you want. The one really nice touch is JetBlue does offer free Wi-Fi for the entirety of the flight for any device. That's a really good feature. The one thing I didn't enjoy about our flight today was the A321's low cruising altitude of 30,000 feet. We spent a lot of time flying through weather, and I noticed on flight radar that every other aircraft around us was at 38,000 feet, passing this weather. This has something to do with the weight restrictions or the payload on JetBlue's A321, making it seem to have to fly lower than other aircraft. At the back of the plane, JetBlue put out their snack pantry, which has a good little selection. The A321's toilets are some of the smallest airplane toilets I've ever been in. I could barely turn around in these things, and I'm not the biggest person. Midway during the flight, we were given some ice cream to help pass the time, and then further on with about an hour and a half remaining, we were handed out a soft warm pretzel with some mustard. This was the end of flight snack. It could have been a bit better, but it was perfectly fine. Overall, I found the experience on JetBlue to be fairly standard. If they're pricing the same as British Airways or Virgin Atlantic or American Airlines, I would probably take them over JetBlue in the future, mainly because of the unnecessary cruising altitude and having to sit through rough weather for 2 hours just really put me off flying this aircraft again long haul. Well, that was my quick review of flying JetBlue Transatlantic. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. See you again on the next video.